and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's McCoy's Bills going up against Miller's Texans. With that, we're off to NRG Stadium in Houston as we say hello to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The punter, Jordan Gay, ready to get us started. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the second tallest quarterback in league history at 6'7". It's Brock Osweiler.
I saw Brock Osweiler throw in a practice session while he was in college, and it's never left me the memory of how smooth he was throwing the ball, how accurate he was, and what a catchable ball he threw.
This is Lamar Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Houston first.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll take this one for about... And we take a look at defense.
Marcel Darius, year in and year out, plays at a Pro Bowl level.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Surveying the field. He's got Fuller. And he brings this up to the 40. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got to back shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close out. Benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the that led to a really nice gain.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changed plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
We got three. Three down. Let's go.
They go play action now. Osweiler. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And that is incomplete. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On 4th down, the Texans will turn it over to the active leader in punting yards, and that's Shane Lechler. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Going deep here for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Now, not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something in these last 2 minutes.
after the interception. Here's Osweiler throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Osweiler throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
Now Osweiler. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 78 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Dan Carpenter now for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Osweiler on second down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Completes this one to Cecil Shorts. Touchdown, Houston. Cecil Shorts, 68 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Nick Novak on now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Taylor hit. He lost the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. Now 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Colton Schmidt now to kick it away for Buffalo. Back deep for Houston, Keith Mumphrey. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Texans and the Bills are mucking it up a bit on defense. Neither offense can get going, and so it may end up as a defensive battle for 4 quarters. All right, let's roll the highlights. Line up right at the 22-yard line. The quick pass and completion is made, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. That puts them up by a touchdown. Texans with the ball midway through the second. Osweiler's on target here, and this long run goes for a touchdown. Texans tie it up at 7. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back over to Houston as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And he's got him over the middle. Fedorowicz. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Shorts on the reception over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Miller, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. From midfield now, here's Osweiler. He's got the completion to Strong. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Osweiler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll get 17 yards there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it again with Miller. And able to break one. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They come out here in the eye. After the penalty, it's Miller fighting through. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff to Miller. Room here to run. Whoosh. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
All right, here we go.
Lamar Miller. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Texans are going to win the football game. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.